when I was in the Army, I was friends with a guy. He had joined the Army to get off coke. He was going to college, and he ended up sitting at the lunch table, which happened to be the coke table. All the guys there, given time, he ended up at that table. All those guys would do a lot of coke, so he did a lot of coke. And this friend of mine, very intelligent, very well disciplined, very good guy, and he saw his life going down the drain to coke, so he joined the Army. Cocaine, I'm talking about. You're better off doing Coca-Cola than Diet Coca-Cola. Remember that, because the high sodium level in a Diet Coke will cause you to retain water during your menstrual cycle. It's true. And he and I and some other friends, we were going out. It wasn't during training or anything. We were going out after the work day was over to get some beers. And as we're coming out of the building, it's dark, and we're running, we're like, yeah, because we're going to get beers, and we're like 19 years old. I had a fake ID. I made it myself, just so I could go out with boys. And I'm running, I jump up onto this pillar, and I'm running across these pillars. They're jumping, leaping, running. I jump down, I'm like, yeah! I'm like, ah! I'm so excited. And he looked at me, and totally serious. And this is coming from a former coke addict. He looked at me and he said, God, man, it's like your body naturally produces cocaine. And I thought, huh, I wonder what coke would do for me. But there's that. And I see the comments have started to wane. Most of the comments I ever get on any of these things I'm talking to you about, they were saying meth head, crack head, they're lay off it a bit. This is all I got, man, for now. Those have dissipated. But I was likened to somebody that was on coke biologically. Like my body produces it. And it's like, it was enlightening, kind of. And then I'm sitting here seeing something with George Carlin on a Chris Rock show. And he's making jokes about heroin and things, and heroin, and I tell people, and I'm sitting there waiting for him to say it, because he's stolen so many of my jokes over time. Things that I was sure I talked about, cemeteries and golf courses. I've talked about, putting people in fucking compounds with each other and let them go and tell about. I talked about things when I saw him in the late 90s, early 2000s at a community college somewhere around San Jose, a respectable community college. It might have been Mission College, I don't know. Took a class there, finished my work. She's talking about heroin, and I was waiting for him to take my joke. I know he said it first, but it didn't take him for me to think it. He said he never done heroin, never shot up. He's never shot up. It just, he's saying that's something, and I was just waiting because that's one of my things. I say, I never tried heroin. I know I would like it too much. You don't want to play with something that you can't walk away from. Though alcoholism is a progressive addiction, it'll wait for you and be ready. And then he starts talking about the coke in the 70s. And I realized why it is people think I'm on coke still. Why they still think I'm on coke. Why they say all these different drugs. But why do they think I'm on coke? It's because he said, he started talking and his jaw gets to where it can't move, and he's trying to talk, and he's just like, it just feels like it's all locked up. And even in the outside world where I go to do my business, I find myself trying to explain something to somebody. I just finally started saying it. I can't talk about this anymore. It makes my jaw ache. My jaw starts to lock up when I get so filled with this. And the thing is, I could be having my jaw lock up in a happy way if people weren't so fucking stupid.